I never got into it, and I posted some on Twitter, but like nothing ever really came out of it. And I don't like that you can only write so many characters. It's so annoying. It's like, I want to talk. I want to type. And it is very hard to condense what I am saying into a very short paragraph. It is very, very hard because I want to talk. I want to type. I want to write. It is so hard because I'm autistic. Hello, peoples. Today I'll be talking about a lot of my opinions about today's social media and a lot of the issues that I have with most of the current social media apps today. And I'll also be talking about like why I do not like Cara and the issues that I have with Cara. And I feel like there's a good amount of issues that I have with it. And look, I'm not being a hater, but there are some genuine things about it that I don't like and that are just, I don't really understand the full point of it exactly, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to be talking about the problems that I have with Instagram. I really think that the short form content like reels like destroyed Instagram, like badly destroyed it. Look, like Instagram, like I know that you saw TikTok and like it was really successful, but let this be a lesson for everyone. You do not have to copy another company's business model to be successful. And you can be your own thing and still be successful. I loved the way that Instagram was just for pictures. It was so cool to just look at the pictures and occasional videos from people of their art and photography and their account and just like be a whole blog and like photo gallery. Like that's what Instagram was. It was like a blog and photo gallery for like artists and just other people. And if you wanted to, you could make videos on there and stuff and you could go live and stuff. But like I feel like adding short form content just ruined the whole aspect of having a photo gallery and being able to put pictures up and stuff. I feel like it's made people not appreciate photos anymore because they're just too boring and people need movement in front of their eyes to be entertained. Like, whoosh, here you go, in front of your eyes, entertainment, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, nonetheless, like the algorithm is just plain bad. And like, I'm not being like the self-defeatist that's like, oh, the algorithm is bad. Like I don't really like it when people do that, but at the same time it's like it depends on where you're coming from with it because like I'm on YouTube and Twitch and like I'm not going to sit here and complain about the YouTube algorithm or the Twitch algorithm. Like I'm not going to sit here and complain about that. Like I am slowly and surely growing on YouTube and Twitch. Like I am growing. I became affiliate on Twitch and I'm at 85 subscribers on YouTube right now. Like I'm doing pretty damn good. Like I'm not going to sit here and complain about the YouTube algorithm because you know what? We're good. We're good here. Like the YouTube algorithm is showing people my stuff and as long as they're showing people my stuff, I don't care. Like we're good. I'm finding people to enjoy watching my content and stuff. So like, I don't have any complaints about that. YouTube has actually been like the best platform that I've grown on in my adult life. Like back when I was like 15, like 14 and no, 15. I think I started it when I was 15. Um Back when I was like 15, then I had an Instagram and it was like October, so it was like Inktober, and I was posting my art on it. And I was just posting pictures, like, nothing special. The pictures were not even that good of quality because I was using a very, very, very cheap device. I was using, like, no, actually, at first, I think I was using an iPad mini, like the second gen iPad mini, maybe. Yeah. So, no, it wasn't like cheap quality. It was pretty good. But, like, it was not the best work. Like looking back when I did it, I was so proud of it. But now looking back at it, it's like, yeah, that's not that good. Like, how did I get so many likes? But like, we grow. Anyway, within like the first like 20 days of Inktober, I got so many followers, and they were people that genuinely liked my work. Like, I grew myself to like 500 followers in like 5 months, because at first I had like 70 to 100, I think. And that month I just grew. Like, my stuff was getting likes and comments, and like I was growing. And then I got grounded because, shitty parents, and I had to make a new Instagram account, and it didn't really get that far. Like, I got a lot of my followers back, but like I couldn't like find all my followers because I couldn't sign into the other account, because I didn't want my email to get notified that there was a new device sign in and stuff, because I was hiding the device. So yeah, it started to get harder, but also I wasn't posting that consistently because I was hiding a device. So it's just, there's a whole like little inconsistency there, and I also really couldn't like say anything because I'm trying to like hide from like certain people, but yeah, like back then, the Instagram algorithm was literally just showing my work. And I honestly feel like if I would have never gotten grounded, and, I was just allowed to have a device and post my art online, then I would have really gotten somewhere. But, we won't talk about that. My saltiness, let that just disappear. Okay. I don't have the energy to post every day or what have you on Instagram when I have like 800 something followers and it gets like 1 to 5 likes. Or when I post reels to Instagram and they get 50 to 60 views. Like, so yeah, you could say that like I'm complaining about the algorithm, and like you could say, oh, well, maybe you're not making very good content or what have you, but it's like, I have posted some of the same videos to both YouTube and Instagram, and YouTube wins. YouTube gets the most views and likes and stuff, and yeah, Instagram is like, oh, well, we're gonna give you 60 likes, or we're gonna, no, not likes, but views, and we're gonna give you 200 views. Like, seriously. Like, I got one video on YouTube that was over 10K views, my first 10K views on a video. That was insane. That was literally insane. That's a lot of people. And then I did another video, and it got over 13K views on YouTube. I have not, the most views I've ever gotten on Instagram was like 4,000, and that was on a video that had nothing to do with art. Yeah, I think I've said what needs to be said. And like I was in shock, and like, oh my god, I got a bunch of subscribers from that. So yeah, and it was like an ASMR like little mushroom video type thing of mushrooms I painted. So yeah, I think that's saying something, because it's like YouTube like was showing my content to people, and people obviously liked it, or it wouldn't have gotten so many views and so many likes. So people obviously liked it. I can just be like, I can automatically assume that like Instagram was not showing anybody my shit. So yeah, it like low key went viral on YouTube, and I don't like using the word viral because I don't think that 10,000K views is viral. Okay, I don't like, I don't think that's viral, but like I say low key in front of it because it's not really, but that's still a lot of views to me. Like, that's not a lot of views probably to somebody who has like 1 million views and more than that, like over and over again. But to me, that is a lot of views, because like I'm just a small little person, and like 10,000 people saw that video. Like what? Like what? Like my what? My heart? Like what? Like 10,000. Imagine 10,000 people just standing in front of you. Like that is so many people. So I'm just using the word low key in front of it because like I don't think like in general that 10,000 people is like a lot to like bigger creators, but to me it is a lot of people. So like, look, I know that my content is not like exactly the issue here. I know that the issue is somewhere within Instagram. So, yeah. Um like it's been that way for a few years now. And if I'm being honest, then I should have started YouTube earlier because like yeah, like I said, the growth on here has been better than anything else in my adult life that I've tried to grow on. And I'm not like super popular or anything, but I have to admit how good it feels to be seen on a platform. I feel seen and heard on YouTube, and I feel like what I'm doing on YouTube is greatly worth my time, and I don't have any regrets for how long I spend on making YouTube videos. Like it's been working out. It's been working out. So if you're tired of like other social medias and stuff, then like I feel like you should start a YouTube if you want to get into that because I've seen a lot of growth and like I've been mostly consistent except for like the last month, but like I had like 30 something followers back in like June, not followers but subscribers back in like June, not June. Now is June. Shut up. Okay. Back in like February to March, I had like 30 something subscribers and now I have 85. Like that's pretty good because you only need 500 to start making some type of money on YouTube and 3,000 watch hours. So, yeah, I don't think that's that bad. Like I'm happy with my 85 subscribers. Like I haven't even posted like that much and I took a month off because I was making the other video that I made about like my story, but yeah, that is pretty good. I'm happy about that. I have no complaints. But like I really think that Instagram ruined its platform of reels. I followed so much advice like over the past like few years of bigger creators and I've had bursts where I would be consistent but nothing ever came of it. Yet if I made a really dumb reel that had nothing to do with art, it would get like 1,000 to 4,000 views. Like what like and then nobody who sees that reel and likes it is going to really want to follow you because that's not your content. Like you don't make content like that. You make art content, but then you made that and then people liked it and then like Instagram is not for artists. Like it's not anymore. It's just for people who just want to make like silly videos and stuff or like have a like expensive like skincare stuff and skincare routine and people who want to have products like that because so many people care about beauty and fashion and stuff and like I'm not judging you if you do because I really love makeup and I can't wear makeup right now but like if I had the money and stuff then I really love pastel colors and I love like the pastel eyeliners and stuff so like I would wear makeup probably but like I'm just saying that there's that only like bougie type brands and stuff mostly gets seen on Instagram and people who I feel like get seen on Instagram who are artists already had a following or what have you but even me who like kind of already had a following then it's not really that big like I get like 4 to 5 likes on a post and like it's not like a bad post so I don't know. Another issue that I have is I don't know about the future, but YouTube and Twitch are the only platforms that have not been overtaken by ads everywhere all the time. Almost everywhere you look, almost every time you scroll down on the page, yes, YouTube and Twitch both have ads, but that's literally how creators get paid for their content on those platforms. Although Twitch pays very tiny cents for ads, but that's a different story. My point is that ads are ads on long form content. Why did I say ads are ads on long form content? Oh, okay, whatever. Like ads have always been on YouTube. Like it's not like YouTube has implemented some type of new ads or whatever. Ads have always been on YouTube and Also, I just want to insert in here, like all the people who are like crying and like throwing a temper tantrum about not being able to use ad blockers or what have you, then it's like I've never ever used an ad blocker. Like I could see like if you've used it for years and you're not used to watching the ads and whatever, which you're not really fully supporting creators that you like if you like you do that, because then like you're not watching their ads and then the ads aren't being watched, and then like people do get paid for ads. So yeah, just but like people were crying about that like it's literally not the end of the world. Like a YouTube ad is very, very short. A YouTube ad is like 20 to 25 seconds at most. And most of the times you can skip an ad. And if you can't skip, if you have to watch one ad before you can skip the other ad, the one ad is like 11 seconds. I am very sorry, but 11 seconds on a 30-minute video is not going to ruin your life. It's not going to ruin your life. I'm very sorry, but I just think it's hilarious how many people are like throwing temper tantrums and stuff about like not being able to use an ad blocker or what have you. Like YouTube has always had ads. Maybe they're implementing something new, but like I'm not affected because I've never even used an ad blocker. So like I'm just used to it. Maybe people have gotten a little bit spoiled. I don't know, but it's just funny to me because like if that's the only problem that you have, then I think you're doing pretty good. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm not trying to be a pick me or what have you, but I just think it's hilarious because like it's like, dude, like ads have always been on YouTube. They've always been on YouTube. So I don't know what the problem is. I just feel like it's hilarious just watching people throw temper tantrums about it and just being so freaking mad and like going the extra mile to like, oh, don't sign into YouTube, don't sign in, just watch it not signed in, and then blah blah blah. And it's like so many people are giving that advice while they have their own YouTube channel, and it's like how much of a like annoyance would it be to like sign in and then sign out of YouTube and just do all that shit? Like I'm signed in on my computer, I'm signed in on my Google account, I'm not just gonna sign out. Like I'm not gonna do all that shit and just that's so much. That is so much. That's being so extra. I just, oh my god, I can't. I don't have the mental capacity to be that extra. And then if you're not signed in, you can't make comments on people that you like. So really, if you're not signed into YouTube and you're watching people's stuff, then unless there's a very specific reason that you can't, like, you got grounded for stupid reasons and you're trying to hide a device or something, then like, I don't know, you're not really fully supporting creators that you like. Uh Unpopular opinion, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. And yeah, like, but almost everywhere you look on Instagram or like TikTok, you scroll down and you see an ad, you see somebody, oh, hello, get these headphones, these headphones are so nice, blah blah blah, oh, this mic is so nice, blah blah blah. And then most of the times it's just stuff from like, it's just stuff from Amazon, it's just marked down cheaper because blah blah blah. And I just, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like, I like being able to watch just a long form YouTube video and watch a couple ads and just watch the video. And some people even say that one little ad in the middle of the video like ruins the whole thing and then it gets your mind off of dude, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. Like commercials on TV are way worse than an 11-second ad on YouTube. I'm sorry. Maybe you should put your energy towards complaining about ads on Netflix or ads on Hulu because that's insane. Watching like 3 minutes of ads when you don't pay for the premium plan, like that's absurd. But like YouTube, an 11-second ad, come on. Why are you complaining about that? Just it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't ruin your whole day and every like I just feel like that's so dramatic. I just feel like it's so dramatic. But like I also want to say this loud and clear, and very loud and clear from the rooftops. And this is from my own experience. But in 2020, when I didn't know any better, then I did follow circles. I did follow circles on Instagram. And if you don't know what they are, then it's when someone makes a post and it's like, make a comment and follow whoever likes your comment and blah, blah, blah. And like, do not do that. Do not. Like, okay, the people who see your content and the people who like that post, that is not going to be your target audience. Look, like, I think there's a bunch of things wrong with Instagram. So, like, I understand the need to feel like, oh, you know what? Let's just support each other. Let's have a follow circle. From the very, like, beginning, it sounds like a great idea. It sounds like very wholesome and caring and, like, cool. Like, you want to support people. Cool. It sounds like a good idea. But then if you go into it, the people who like your comment are not going to be your target audience. The people who like your comment are going to be people who also want to be followed back. So it just, like, the people who like your comment are not liking your comment because they like your art. They're liking your comment because they want your follow. And then they'll follow you in return or what have you. Like, I just cannot express how bad of an idea that is. In 2020, it got me up to like 1,000 followers or something on Instagram, which was great, but none of those people liked my stuff. And you know what? A lot of the people that I followed, I just didn't really like align with their content. Like, let's say that somebody is creating like horror stuff or like scary looking art, but then you're an artist who makes super pastel-y art and rainbow art and like, yeah, that's like not the stuff that you want to see. So like, while there might be some awesome artists, none of them are like bad artists, but like, you want to follow people who you genuinely like their work. You don't want to follow people because they followed you back. You don't want other people to follow you because they want your follow back. You want people to follow you because they're like, oh my god, I genuinely like your work. Kind of thing. Like, I haven't seen it in a very long time, since like 2020 or 2021. Like, don't do that. Look, it might work for some people. If it worked for you, then you just do you. But I'm saying that it didn't work for me. I'm saying this in my own experience. It didn't work for me. Like, none of that was my target audience. So I'm just saying, do not do that. Like, your best bet is probably not to do that. And like on Instagram with the ads and stuff, like you see an ad like every other post, and you see all this content where people just, you see all these people that you don't even follow, and it's like, dude, I don't even follow these people. Like, that's crazy. And that happened like 1 to 2 years ago or what have you. And another thing that I want to point out is like, who actually uses Instagram DMs anymore? Aside from people who are like, hey, would you like to work with us? We think you'd be a perfect fit for type of shite. Like, why not just go on Discord and like message people on Discord and like join like group chats and stuff on Discord and servers and stuff? Like, I love how all these social media apps like Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, I love how they're all like, let's build a community of people. You're not building a community on those apps. Look, you might get followers and stuff, but you're really not building a whole community on that app. You're barely talking to people. You're only talking to people through posts. A lot of people I've seen do not even respond to people's comments. And like, I understand if you get a lot of comments and you're a bigger creator, but like, I'm talking about smaller creators, not just bigger creators. A lot of people I've seen just do not respond to comments, even if they're good. And it's like you're not building a community on that platform. Like, Because you know what? You can go in the comment section and talk to other artists in the comment section. You can make friends and stuff, but then where are you going to talk? Are you going to make an Instagram group chat to like meet people and stuff? Like, you're not, that's not a community. A community is where everybody is in a Discord server and you can all talk to each other and at each other and just have the whole conversation with each other in like a group and not one-on-one or two-on-two or whatever. Like, why are all these apps being like, oh, you can make a community? There's no community. Where's the community? Like, the community of people are not like integrated with each other. Like, they don't talk to each other, they only talk to you. It is somewhat parasocial in a way, like a teeny tiny bit, because it's like, I know that people care about the people that follow them, but at the same time, like, and I also know that some people just don't want to have like conversations with other people on Discord. Like, that's fine. Like, I understand not everybody is a very social being. So I'm not saying that everybody should do it. Like, there are reasons not to do it. But I'm saying if you really want to, I quote, build a community, then dude, make a Discord server. Like, your true fans will join the Discord server and then you'll talk to them and they'll talk to each other and then and bam, community. But you're not making a community, I quote, community, what a community definition is on Instagram or TikTok or even Cara. You're not. Or Twitter. Like, you're not making a community. You can't like say, hey, how are you doing? Like, at any time of the day. On Discord and a server, you can be like, hey, how are you doing at any time of the day? And then they can respond whenever they get the chance. Like, that's not a community. I'm sorry. I don't know what your definition of community is, but that's not a community. A community is where everybody gets together and they chat. That's what a community is. At least to me. I don't know what a community is to everybody else, but to me, that's what a community is. Like, another thing that I don't like about Instagram is like, based on the community thing, is when people are like, hey, join my little community chat. And then, you know what really gets me is a lot of times when people invite you, you're not allowed to talk in it. It's like, I'll give you updates and stuff about like my posts and stuff, and like, you can react to my posts, but you can't chat here. So you want me to join your community where I can't talk to the other artists who are also in your community chat. Like, look, do you know how many friend possibilities there could be if you let people talk in your chat? But I joined a chat one time, and I joined it because they were an acquaintance of mine, and I eventually left it because it was just so annoying. Because sometimes, I wanted to respond to what they said, and it wasn't anything bad or whatever. I was just interested in the topic. And you know what? I couldn't, because they only had reactions on. They wouldn't let anybody else talk in the chat. Like, that is so like aggravating, to be honest, because it's like, dude, I can't talk to any of the other artists in your chat. Like, what is the point of this? If I want updates on your content, I can just go to your page. Like, I don't understand why there's only reactions. Like, now, if you make a Discord server and you have a channel for updates about your content, then that makes sense, because then there are general there are general channels where other artists can talk to each other and you can talk to other people. But if it is one chat where no one can talk in it, I don't want to be a part of that. It's so annoying when you see something that you're interested in and you can't make any comment on it and all you can do is react to it. You're not engaging your audience if you're not letting your audience talk. You're not. That's not engagement. That is, I'm going to talk and all of you are not going to talk. And that's how it's going to be. No, that's not engaging. That's not engaging with your audience. That's not talking to your audience. All you're doing is just, you don't want a community, because if you wanted a community, you would let everybody talk to each other. It makes me so mad. It's like, oh my God. It's just so annoying. There's a place for that. It's called Discord. So, yeah, I don't understand. I just don't. Another thing is like Instagram censors like so much stuff and like you can't say this and you can't say that and blah blah blah, and if you say this then it gets pushed back, and if you say that then people don't see it and stuff like that. Like if you join a Discord server, then for the most part you are not going to be censored. Like people don't want you to be turfs, and people don't want you to like bully other people in the chat, and you will be banned if you break the rules. But there is a page that has the rules, and the rules are not as many rules that there are on Instagram. Like you can post for the most part what you want to post. You can talk for the most part about what you want to talk about. Like you are not censored. So if you join a Discord group and you read the rules and you're fine with the rules, most likely you'll be able to say more stuff in that Discord than you'll be able to say on Instagram, because it's just not censored. And if you want to curse, you can curse. You can curse in most Discord servers. Like some of them you can't. Like I don't know. Most of the Discord servers I'm in, then you can curse. Like if you're an adult and you're in an adult Discord server, then you can most likely curse. Like, but on Instagram, no, you can't curse. So if you really want to build a community, then yes, Discord has its own issues, but we're talking about a community, right? If you want a community, go on Discord and then let people say what they want to say and post what they want to post. And like obviously there are rules, but the rules are not as heavy as Instagram is. Like, oh, you can't say this or that's bad. Like, no, like just don't be transphobic and shit and just other things and other bad things. Like, don't do that and you're good. Like, you can post the art you want, and you can join like not safe for work servers and stuff like that if you have not safe for work art and other stuff. Like, I just it what does community mean anymore? Because like I just don't think people understand what the word means. I just don't. But if you want a community, then you can make a Discord server if you want a community for people who like your art and other artists. I've made a handful of friends on Discord because like I'm not very social, but like I have made some good friends that I hang out with a lot, and like they're very fun to talk to, and we play games together, and I share my art, and you know what? It's awesome. It's great. Like you can make other friends and you're actually making friends instead of like all this parasocial crap. Like, it's great. Now we're going to talk about TikTok and the issues that I have with TikTok. So we know that TikTok is going to be banned. So yeah, at first I was very like mad about it, but like, because like it is so easy to just get mad about random shit online. Like it's so easy to, and it's really like crazy how things can just warp your mind and stuff, but like I really don't care. Like I never really grew on TikTok. I made a brand new account and I didn't really grow on that. I have like 300 something likes and like 3 followers. Like people will like your content, but then they won't follow you because they're so like into like scrolling and stuff. So like nobody wants to do that. Like why would you like a post of somebody's if you don't want to follow them? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Like, again, TikTok emphasizes like having a community of people where you can talk and make friends and stuff. It's very like kind of parasocial. Like, also in TikTok comments, then the comments you can make are very, very short. They're only like 1 or 2 sentences, and they're very short. And then if you make like a 2-sentence comment and you fill up all the characters, then people are like, oh, you yep, like you talk too much and blah blah blah. Like, dude, like, or oh, it's too long to read. You can't read 1 to 2 sentences. If you can't read 1 to 2 sentences and that's too long for you, then I need you to get off social media, and I need you to like take a break from it, because 1 to 2 sentences should not be too long for you to read. Like, I don't like TikTok and Twitter. I don't like TikTok and X because it's like you can only say so many characters. Look, I'm autistic. I'm autistic AF. Like when I write words and words and words and paragraphs. Like I can say so much through writing, and writing is like the best way of communication for me, because it's like me saying the words out loud is like scary. Like it's just like I am like kind of scared to like say my feelings out loud and stuff. But if I'm typing it, I can type it like I can just type what I want to say, and like it be okay, and like I can word it the way that I want to word it. And I love writing. I can write pages and pages about something. If you give me a topic and I'm interested in it, I can write pages about it. If like I can write pages about issues that I have with certain things. Like I can write a lot. I love to write. I'm autistic AF and I love to write. I love to express my feelings through writing. So, I mean, I also love to talk. Like, I'm sorry, this video is long and I'm talking a lot. Like, I'm sorry. I like to talk. I just like to talk. And I don't like to talk in public, like in front of people. But like, dude, I'm sitting in front of my computer. I'm talking to myself right now. I am talking to myself right now, and I'm having the time of my life right now. I'm talking to myself, and like I'm making a video that people are gonna watch. Like, yeah, I yeah, I'm having fun. Okay, this is fun. But anyway, if you have a problem reading 1 to 2 sentences, then I think you should take a break from social media, because reading 1 to 2 sentences is not that long. I am very sorry to tell you, but it's you're like, oh, yeah. No, honey. I don't. If you want to tell me that I yap, then I write paragraphs on YouTube because I'm allowed to. And then a lot of times then creators like my comments because they're getting engagement. So yeah. Thank you. Thanks for coming to that TED Talk. And then you need 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok, but how is that going to happen if nobody sees your content? And some of the content that I've made on TikTok, again, gets more views on YouTube than on TikTok. So you know, people want a lot of movement, but then at the same time, people don't want movement anymore, and it's very confusing to work around and stuff. So I don't know, but I just look, YouTube is the way to go, at least for me. All right, now my opinion on shorts on YouTube. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know what? Shorts ruined YouTube and stuff. Like, I don't agree with that, because, some people will like short form content. And, short form content is probably good for some people who like it. We all have different experiences. And just because I watch short form content and I feel very, very bad mentally after I watch a bunch of short form content, that doesn't mean that everybody does. Like, I can't put there's theory of mind, and everybody thinks differently, and everybody has different experiences and stuff. That's why you can't say, oh, well, I felt this way, so you would probably feel that way too. You don't know how somebody else would feel. But I don't think it ruined YouTube, because, some people just don't have that much time. And if you post a short and it gets a lot of views, then that could get you subscribers. So I feel like that's a good thing. And you're not just going to erase all the people who like long form content. YouTube is still the place to go for long form content. So I don't think that I quote, ruined YouTube. I don't think YouTube is ruined. I'm pretty sure that YouTube is like really good right now and stuff. But like, one thing I will say is that, again, I'm not saying that it won't work for everybody, because, some people are very successful creators who only do shorts on YouTube. But what I am saying is that to take into account that some people like me who just stop watching short form content for the most part, because like it's damaging to my mental health to sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll. Like, it's very damaging to my mental health. If that's all you do is short form content, then unless I really, really like your content, then I'm probably not going to subscribe to you, and you might lose like a subscriber or what have you, because it's like, once you work out your mind to where you're avoiding short form content, then like I'm not going to sit there and watch your content because it is damaging my mental health. So if you don't have long form content, then I can't exactly support your content because taking in all that short form content is not good for my mental health. So you might lose followers once they start working on their mental health. Then you might lose subscribers because of that. Because I know it's not good for my mental health. I've sat for hours scrolling and then afterwards I just feel so bad mentally, and it's like I'm not gonna keep doing that to myself. Like, I know better, and if I see like 2 or 3 or 4 shorts and I scroll through, then I'm like, okay, stop. Like, just stop. Like, you're done, because I know it's not good for me. So, like, that's just one thing. Like, if everybody worked on their mental health, then I feel like less and less people would watch shorts, and less people would subscribe to people who only did short form content. But again, not everybody is going to have mental health issues from scrolling through a lot of stuff. That is my experience. That is not everybody's experience. Everybody does not have the same experience. Everybody does not feel the same way that I do, and I acknowledge that. So, again, there are very successful short form content creators, and you know what? They'll probably stay successful, but they just might lose a subscriber or two if they start working on their mental health. So that's all I have to say about it. And shorts help other people to find you. Like, so yeah, I don't think that I quote ruined YouTube. So I'm gonna talk about Twitter for a little bit. I never really got to posting on Twitter, and maybe it's because I'm autistic AF that I don't like Twitter, because like you can't really I don't like navigating Twitter. It's very like you retweet posts and like the comments are weird, and like I never got into it, and I posted some on Twitter, but like nothing ever really came out of it. And I don't like that you can only write so many characters. It's so annoying. It's like, I want to talk. I want to type. And it is very hard to condense what I am saying into a very short paragraph. It is very, very hard because I want to talk. I want to type. I want to write. It is so hard because I'm autistic AF. So I don't know. But it's not for me. It's a platform is not for me if I can't say more than like 200 characters. More than 200 to 500 characters, a platform is not for me, because I need to be able to talk. If it's like 4,000 characters like Discord, like even on Discord with Discord Nitro, then like a 4,000 characters sometimes is not enough for me to talk about something. And like I need like 2 or 3 4,000 characters to talk about what I want to talk about. Like, that is how much I write. So if sometimes 4,000 characters is not enough for me, you know that 200 to 500 characters is not enough for me. It's just not for me. I don't like condensing what I have to say. I just don't. I'm not that kind of person. And you know what? My content might not be for everybody, because some people are like, oh my god, I don't even want to read 1 to 2 sentences. If you don't even want to read 1 to 2 sentences, or if you don't want to hear somebody go on rambles and stuff, then my content might not be for you. But you know what? I know that there are other people like me who want to hear people talk and want to hear people be themselves and don't want people to be like shelter themselves with like 200 characters. I can't. It is not for me. Do not tell me that I can only write 200 characters. And don't tell me that I can only talk for 1 minute and that I have to make all of what I want to say be put into a 1 minute video. I cannot do that. I hate doing that. It's terrible. It is terrible. I hate it. So if you put me in a little box and you say that I cannot feel, that I can only fill the space in that box and I can't fill the space outside of that box, I'm not going to your platform. I'm not using it. I don't like it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so last but not least, then my issues with Cara. So first of all, how does the algorithm even work on Cara? Like, I have no idea how the algorithm works on Cara. Like, I have no idea. I can barely find any information about Cara. Like, I went to like somewhere where they were talking about the people who made Cara and stuff and like how it kind of works, but like there's barely any information on it. I could not find anything that talked about how the algorithm works. I couldn't find anything about that. And you know what? I made an account a few days ago, and guess what? I made like 2 posts on there and no likes, no comments, no followers. Like, here's the thing. If you have to go on Instagram and say, hey, I'm on Cara, to get other people to go follow you on Cara, which is what I feel like a lot of people are doing, then what does that say about Cara as a platform and how Cara shows other people your artwork? Like, how is. And then there's tags and stuff, and there's even categories and stuff, and it's like, I used that. But, like, what is the point of posting on another platform and it being artists like a content platform for artists, made by artists? Like, okay, what artists are you promoting though? It seems like you're promoting like very big artists who already have a very big following, and you know what? You have a big following so you can grow. But what about somebody who is not trying to take my Instagram audience and just trying to like, start from scratch on there? Because, which a lot of people are starting from scratch on there, but all these posts I see from like 2 hours ago, and they already have almost 1,000 likes, and they have like 600 followers or like 6,000 followers, and it's like, dude, like, you're not showing anybody my stuff, even though I use tags and stuff. Like, you can't be like, oh, it's made for artists, by artists. Like, I don't really fully believe that, because it's like, I didn't post like super bad art. Like, it's not some super bad art. I posted a picture of my PNG tuber with the heart eyes, and I also posted some of my pastel paintings. And if I were to make a video of that on YouTube, then a short on that on YouTube, it would probably get like at least like 300 views. And like, you're saying in the last 3 days nobody has liked my post. How I feel like if somebody would have seen my post by now, they would have liked it. I mean, unless nobody on there likes pastel art, which could be a possibility, but at the same time, I was watching a video about somebody talking on Cara, and I saw somebody in their comments saying that they made a post a week ago. They went on there a week ago. They started making posts like a week ago, like a few days ago. So it would be over a week now. And they made posts, and guess what? No likes. But then they saw people who posted 9 hours ago and 1,000 likes. And they said that there's something fishy about that. Yeah, I think there's something fishy about that. I'm sorry, but I think there is. Like, what artists are you supporting? Because you're not supporting any small artists. I can tell you that. You're not supporting people who have just gotten on the platform and just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, that seems fishy to me. And also, I think it's really cool that you can choose what percentage of things that you see, like what percentage of your audience is work you see, what percentage of people you follow you see. I think that the percentages are really cool, but at the same time, look, I don't know how many people are selfish or not selfish, but I'm just saying that it could be used for selfish reasons, and people could just see like 90% of something and then 5% of the other two, and just not even look at their audience's work or what have you, or whatever. Like, I'm just saying that that kind of model could be used for selfish reasons. And then, you know what? If everybody is being selfish, which again, I don't know how many people are selfish or not, and I am not assuming the worst of people. I'm just assuming that there are probably at least a couple of people who are selfish and just don't see anybody else's work because they don't want to. Um They just want to share their own work. And again, like talking about a community of, you're trying to make a community for artists. If you want to make a community for artists, make an art Discord server. Okay? Make a Discord server for artists. And then the artists can chit chat in it and post their work in it. And other people can make comments on it. And you can build a community for artists. Like, look, another thing about Cara is that not everybody is going to be on it. It is for artists. So whoever is on that app is most likely going to be an artist themselves. So your target audience is not seeing your work. Only other artists are seeing your work. So I guess the point of it is to build a community. If you want a community, then make a Discord server. Like, why? I don't understand why people can't get that concept through their heads. Do you know how amazing it would be to have a Discord server of like 12,000 artists where artists just talk to each other and you have a bunch of general chat channels and you make friends and what have you? And do you know how cool that would be? That would be awesome. I don't understand what people just keep making, like the Lemon app, the other app, the Threads app, and all this stuff to build a community. But I don't think you're getting the point of a community. Like, the point of a community is to have conversations with people, to build relationships with people, to build connections with people. And you're not doing that through a social media app. You're not doing that. You would be doing that through a chat app where you chat, you post pictures, you talk about your day, you show pictures of what you ate, and then you show pictures of like how your day goes, you show pictures of your art, you talk to each other, you say good morning and good night to each other. Like, you build a community. That is how you build a community online. You don't build a community online through freaking like posts. That you don't build a community that way. I wish people would just stop acting like, oh, it's built for artists. Like, look, I get the concept. It seems like a good concept. You know what? It kind of seems like DeviantArt. I was never really a part of DeviantArt. And you know what? I also know that the developers worked really hard on it. Like, I'm not trying to poop on what they did. I think they did something cool. But the concept, just, if you want a community for artists, then make a Discord server for artists and share that Discord server, and anybody who wants to be a part of it can join it. And then you can all talk to each other. You can get in voice chats. You can talk to each other while you work. You can hang out. You can chill out with each other. And you know what? I feel as if a lot of artists just live a kind of a lonely life because of all the time it takes them to film their content, to take photos of their content, to make the art, because it takes a long time to make art. It's not just very simple and quick. It takes a long time. It takes many, many hours for us to do art. It is a very time-consuming thing. And you know what? You know what would help with the loneliness? If we got in a Discord server and we got in voice chat and we chit-chatted while we did art. And you know what? Not everybody likes to talk while they do art. Some people just like to listen to music. And you know what? Not everybody likes to talk in general sometimes. But you know what we could have? We could just all have our mics muted and have silent companionship. We could all have our mics muted, but know that somebody else is on the other side of the phone. Somebody else is with us, hanging out with us while we do our art and they do their art. That is community. If you want community, make a freaking Discord server. That's how you get a community. You can talk to each other. You can tell people, hey, I ate pizza today. What did you eat? Oh, you ate eggs for breakfast and bacon. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what did you do today? Oh, how was your day at work? Oh, it wasn't that great. I'm sorry. I hope you can have a better day tomorrow. Or, hey, would you like to hang out? Or would you like to talk for a little bit? Like, nobody is doing that on social media. Nobody. That is not happening on social media apps. So that's not happening. Like, there are videos of like, oh, what I eat in a day, but dude, the same thing. Other people could like write in the comment section what they ate in a day, but then other people would be like, oh, well, nobody asked you. This is a video. If you want to tell what you ate in a day, make your own post. Like, because that's how a lot of people are. Like, there's no room for building connections on social media apps. And I feel like Discord is a kind of social media app, but it's not like you have to post for the algorithm. It's very relaxing and soothing to just post your art and then people react to it. And if you get followers and subscribers from a Discord server once it gets big, or if you join a big one where you're allowed to post your stuff, those are genuine people who like your stuff. It's not just a stranger online at that point. It's somebody who you can talk to. It's somebody who you can have a relationship with. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you talk every day and you become best friends, but it is no longer as parasocial as it was before, because now you're able to talk to them. Now you're able to sit in a voice chat with them. So, if you want a community of artists, make a Discord server. I don't think that Cara was needed. I don't think that a lot of these social media apps are needed. Like, I just, you know what? That's the end of this. Just make a Discord server, okay? If you want like support from other artists, make a Discord server, okay? Just do it. And I have a Discord server. Shameless promo right now, but I have a Discord server and we chit chat and we get in VC and we play games with each other and we talk and we just we share our Twitch channels and we share our YouTube videos and stuff. And you know what? It's fun. It's fun. So if you want to be a part of a little small community, then come over to my Discord server because it's fun and we have fun there. And I'm still working on it a little bit. It's not like perfect yet, but I also have some really cute pastel emojis in there and stuff. So yeah, you can have fun with emojis if you like to have fun with emojis. I got some big pastel letters in there and stuff. So yeah, but just I I don't understand a lot of social media. And maybe it's because I'm autistic, but I mean, I think that my definition of community and all these social media apps definition of community does not align, and I don't think it's a real community. I think that my definition and idea of community is more community like than other people's. So, yeah. Yeah. Just that's all I want to say today. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, then I'm really glad that you did. I hope that you liked the video and enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I will be back another time to make another video, probably around next week. And yeah, I will see you then. Thank you for watching so much, and I appreciate the support from everybody. I hope you have a good day or good night, and goodbye.